Sweet. I had homework for you.
The first one was definitely a fluke.
He creates his own film camera in the back of a van.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Dark Room podcast. My name is Nick.
My name's Adam.
Today we're on episode 39.
Yes.
Flying by, almost 40 now.
It really is flying by.
It's crazy. So how was your week since we last talked?
It was good. The weather is really playing with my emotions currently because we had some nice weather, like plus temperatures for once.
Yeah.
Had to wash the car, and then the next day, 5 centimeters of snow.
Yeah. It's pretty messed up.
But it's all right. I mean, I like the snow. I like to drive in the snow, but then that's where it ends. That's where my love for winter ends. Or I like to drive in the snow. That's about it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I mean, just got school, got work. Then that's about it. Nothing else.
Solid.
What about you?
Oh, the usual work. And went to Toronto this weekend, so that was nice.
Hell yeah.
There was the whole protest thing going on.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Also, I didn't think about that when we ordered food yesterday. So our skip the dishes order was stuck on like 10 minutes for probably like 10 minutes. And then it went up to 12 minutes. So then we ended up like just messaging, and then we went and picked it up ourselves, and they just gave us our skip credits back or whatever. Okay. But I was like, yo, that was so dumb. I don't know why we didn't think of that. Yeah. But it was after we ordered, we were like, oh man, this protest is really gonna mess with us, I think. And it did.
It seems to have messed with a lot of people, but not me. I'm not down there. So
yeah,
I'm good.
Well, that's good. But that's about it. So I'm good to just hop right into topics.
Sweet. I had homework for you.
You did. I watched the video.
We had to watch a video. So I think the best way to go around this is to, first of all, tell you guys to go watch it yourselves. Yes. Just because Dan deserves all the credit for this.
Yes.
So it's by Dan Mace. I know him through Casey Neistat. But otherwise, he's a video creator, producer from South Africa. By the way, I love their accent.
Yo, I was just saying that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so go check out his latest video. It's awesome. Yes. And we're gonna talk about the whole thing right now.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to put a link too.
Yeah. Check the description. Conveniently, there's also timestamps in the description.
Yes.
Boom.
That too.
So Dan, in his amazing studio, has this blank white wall that he needs to fill with something, right? That's where it all starts. So he has a nice view of this iconic, I believe, mountain range in South Africa. So he wants to take a photo of that, but not just in the traditional sense with your DSLR mirrorless camera. No,
that's too boring. It's way too boring.
It's too boring. He has to take it up a notch and rent a van.
Okay, hold on. I think it's up like 10 notches, just real quick.
Yeah, maybe that. He rents a van, builds this whole thing on to replace the door, what would be the door in the back.
Yeah.
And puts like a little plastic camera lens that he apparently got off just online.
Yeah.
Probably like $10, cheap. And then basically creates his own film camera in the back of a van, just so that he could take a photo of this mountain range.
Yeah. I think by the end he said it took him like 80 hours or something, right?
Yeah,
I believe, for one photo.
And it's not only a camera. It's a dark room at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually so sick. So he basically just exposes 9 different sheets of photo sensitive paper, and he makes it, puts it in the stop so it stops exposing, and then all the other darkroom stuff, and it turns out to be a super cool image.
Yeah, so smart too to be able to come up with that.
Honestly,
I remember I learned how a camera works, and I remember doing an assignment on that. Yeah. But to actually build your own in a van, it's just crazy.
It really shows that it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like, it takes time.
Yes.
But it's not too hard. And what most people do is just take, like how we learned in class, was just take a little can and poke a hole in it. Yeah. And then that's technically a camera. You just need a hole, and then the rest of it has to be dark. And as long as light can go through it, you got a camera. Might not be great.
I mean, you might need some other, I feel like you need a few other things too, not just that. Like something to actually expose it onto, and
yeah. All that stuff comes with it.
Yes.
But that video really just made me think of how much we missed out in our darkroom class, because this podcast, of course, is named after our favorite class, the darkroom class.
That class was just iconic while we had it, like for the 3 months or so we had it, 2.5, something like that.
And then COVID hit like right in the middle of our semester.
Yeah.
And we missed out on a good 2 projects.
Yeah, it was rough.
It sucked.
It's just a vibe being in the darkroom. Like, if you haven't shot on film, actually I can't even say anything. I still haven't shot on film, but I did some stuff in the darkroom. That whole process is just so fun, and it's something I feel like if you're into photography, you have to try it. Considering that's where it all started. That's the origin.
Yeah.
And that's what has led to today.
You can get some of the chemicals yourself at home too. They're not restricted, I don't think.
No, you can go on Amazon and buy cyanotype, a cyanotype kit, and it just gives you the A mix and B or solution, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I just remembered. I was thinking after I watched the video, remember in class, one of our teachers was just making this a huge point that we had state-of-the-art ventilation. And this guy, Dan, just did in the back of a van with
this is true.
No ventilation.
Yeah, and super hot temperatures, as he mentioned.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends what you're doing, like what chemicals you're using, right?
Right. I forget which one was the most dangerous.
I can't remember either. I don't remember.
I feel like it was a cyanotype, maybe?
I thought that was not dangerous. Or just one of them was.
One of them definitely was
dangerous. But one of them
dangerous.
wasn't really.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, between the 2 chemicals. Yeah, one of them was definitely
I feel like it was
super
A.
dangerous.
I feel like A was sketchy. And
maybe.
B, you're cool. But I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, this happened a while ago already.
Check that. I know, yeah.
It was 2 years ago that we were in the darkroom.
Gotta get into more cyanotypes.
Yeah, that's one thing I would still love to have at some point in my life. Just a dark room, a spot where I could, we could just do this again.
Yeah, a dark room that's not this dark room.
Right.
I mean, I love this dark room, but different.
Yeah.
We do the dark room in the dark room.
Yes.
Dark roomception. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that would actually be a good video idea.
The other thing I remembered, completely forgot about this. I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about the fact that there's 2 doors in a dark room and you feel like you're going to space. Also, it's also because I watched The Martian today and watched the video today. And I was thinking about it, right? Because we'd all have to cram in that little room.
Yep.
Close the door, open the other door so no light got in.
Right. Yeah.
So funny.
Gosh.
Good
yeah,
stuff.
we missed out on so much.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's
Maybe
okay.
We'll
That's why
just try again.
We got to have our own darkroom someday soon. And you guys should also, maybe not just get your own darkroom because it's probably not the easiest thing to do, but try doing some sort of shooting on film or processing images, like, or developing, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fun process.
Yeah, it really is. Because you only get one shot. It's not like
one opportunity.
These digital days where you can just take a million photos. You get one shot.
Yeah. It also takes trial and error developing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's my first cyanotype was like blank. Like you saw like this much of the photo in one spot and a little bit here.
Yeah.
It's so blotchy and bad. Oh.
But that's what made it so fun.
Yeah.
Was you just first one didn't work. Now I got to do the whole process again, and I love that part.
Me too. I thought it was gonna be so good though too, because the first one, the salted print or whatever we did first, I just like got lucky, right? My first one worked like beautifully. So then the second one with the cyanotype, I was like, oh, this is gonna work for sure. I'm so confident. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, the first one was definitely a fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salted print was definitely a lot easier to get on your first try.
Absolutely. I think so.
Yeah, but the cyanotype definitely had some finesse with your brushing strokes. Yeah.
We should have brought Greg on for this, bro. That would have been so good.
One day he's gonna see this, and just one day he's gonna message us because he totally has our numbers.
Absolutely. He probably has our emails. He could get them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's got his contacts. Greg was our teacher for the darkroom class. If you didn't guess that, I feel like we should probably mention that. It's kind of important.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going into something I wanted to bring up, not a huge topic, but potential Canon lenses for this year, maybe next year. We'll have to see.
Okay.
They patented. Yes. Wasn't coming out right. That's what she said. So, several new super telephoto zoom lenses.
Okay.
All RF. So for the mirrorless cameras.
Of course.
Which, it makes sense. Everything they've been doing lately, I feel like, or a lot of what they've been doing is they're really just pushing mirrorless, new bodies, new lenses. That seems to be the way of the future at the moment.
When's the last time a DSLR body came out? It's like the 1DX Mark III, maybe?
I can't remember.
Right?
I know. I think so. I'm not sure. I know with Nikon, we had, when we were in school, we had that guy come in talking about the hybrid mirrorless.
Right. That was actually pretty cool.
Non-mirrorless, which was kind of weird because I was like, how is it half-half? It either has a mirror or it doesn't.
Yeah.
But that was, when was that? 2020, 2019, 2020 would have been.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And even that was a hybrid. So, yeah. I'm not sure. And Sony's just all mirrorless pretty much. Like, do they even have regular DSLRs?
I don't think so.
Unless it's like point and shoots maybe, but I don't think they have. Not to my knowledge. Anyway, so we've got a RF. I guess I don't need to say that. I already mentioned that. 150 mil to 600, f5 to 6.3, a 200 to 400 f4, 200 to 500 f4, and 300 to 800. Did I write that down right? F18? Or was it supposed to? That seems high.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Unless I missed the decimal in the middle. But I don't think it would be 1.8 either, because that is a big focal length. Hold on, I'm just going to double check real quick. But anyway, those are some, like I said, the super telephoto zoom lenses. That's landscape, or sorry, not landscape. Wildlife is what I meant to say.
Absolutely.
photographers, or even, I guess if you were trying to shoot like the moon or Mars at that point.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's f8. My writing's just really crap. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see now. Yeah, my writing's just bad. So my bad. But something to keep in mind is just because they patented it, said it right that time, doesn't mean it's going to come to the market.
Right.
So these are just rumors at the moment, potential lenses, but I feel like a lot of the ones we've brought up before in recent months and weeks have been coming out. So expect at least a few of these lenses to come out.
Absolutely.
It's exciting stuff. Really building up their variety of lenses for the mirrorless cameras.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I don't like to go with like the variable aperture lenses like the
I don't either.
Like 4 to 5.6.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Because that always means when you zoom in, it'll switch to like 5.6.
Yeah.
Even if you try using 4. I had one of those before. I didn't like it. I much prefer like the lens I currently have, the 24 to 70 f2.8, where you can keep it at 2.8 through the whole zoom range.
Yeah.
But I do find that the lens is sharper at 3.5. Like we used to shoot, or at least I did, at f2.8, and it definitely was not as sharp as yours. Yeah. As soon as I switched,
we did talk about it in class though too, how every lens has that certain sweet spot, which I think usually is between 5.6 and 8 or something, is like usually the sharpest you're gonna get, but it depends on your lens, so you'd have to double check that.
Yeah.
One thing I'm wondering what the prices are gonna be on these, because I think they're gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Because that's especially the one that goes 200 to 500 that's f4.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of glass. And also, I wonder what the price difference is going to be between the 200 to 500 and 200 to 400. Because they're both f4. So you get an extra 100 millimeters, which most people I think would be inclined to go with that if you're needing that sort of lens,
right?
Unless it's going to be quite a price difference, and that's why they're making both and offering a cheaper version that still gives you a huge amount of zoom. We'll have to see. 300 to 800, man, that's just crazy. I want to see that, because that's just like just zoom that in, man. I just want to see.
I wonder if any of them are going to be like their other like super telephoto one that's also, I believe, 800. Peter McKinnon showed this off in a video a while ago, and it you can like take it apart, not take it apart, but like physically zoom it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I think so. No, I think I got you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks really compact.
Yeah.
But then you can like take it apart and like make it longer.
Yeah. That's absolutely necessary, I think.
Yes.
Other thing I wanted to say was I'm curious to see if they're gonna start making RF cinema lenses. True. Because all their cinema cameras, pretty much, other than the camera we talked about last week, the R5C, which is kind of a hybrid. Pretty much all their cinema cameras are mirrored cameras, not mirrorless, and they're the EF mount. So I'm wondering if they're going to start pushing mirrorless cinema cameras, or if they're mostly just going to keep it what they have now, and then kind of just push more hybrid mirrorless cameras.
Right. Yeah, I don't know too much about the cinema world. Yeah, I know that they have specific lenses for cinema and specific lenses for photo, but other than that, like the cameras, I don't know too much about. Unfortunately, I would love to get more into it. I know like red cameras or something crazy.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
MKBHD uses them. I know like Canon has a good one. It's like a C300, I think.
I've definitely heard of that. I think I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know too much. So
yeah, usually with cinema lenses, it's a fixed focal length. It doesn't zoom most of the time. Maybe some of them do, but I think 9 times out of 10 they don't zoom, because usually you don't use that when you're doing higher end filming. I think you can control the aperture on some of them or something from the lens. Like I think there's something.
You can definitely control the aperture.
Yeah, right? I believe so.
And they have different aperture numbers for those.
But they're also like expensive usually.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if that's going to be what they're bringing out next.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or soon,
I guess.
At some point. We'll have to see. If they do, you heard it here first.
Remember that.
Yes. And that's it for me today.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else either. There's not much going on.
Seriously, there's not. This was all I could find, but still exciting stuff. I always like to hear new Canon news, Sony news, Nikon news.
Yeah. My camera bag keeps getting pushed further and further back. I'm apparently going to get it in like April now.
Oh,
but
man.
Hey, the Nomadic team has been great. They're right now giving weekly updates on like where all the packages are, which is great. Love that. Love communication. So
that's good. At least
I just have to sit here and wait for my camera bag. Can't wait. But
gonna have to.
Yeah, I was expecting it for school in September. And now I won't have it at all for my first year, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's it's a while. Damn.
But
still exciting though.
That's about it. That's not much else.
Sweet. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, click that bell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks, guys. Tune in next week. Love you.
See ya.